Everyone sees what you appear to be, few experience what you really are. If an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Never was anything great achieved without danger. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize traps, and a lion to frighten wolves. There is no other way to guard yourself against flattery than by making men understand that telling you the truth will not offend you. I'm not interested in preserving the status quo. I want to overthrow it. The first method for estimating the intelligence of a ruler is to look at the men he has around him. Never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. Men are so simple of mind, and so much dominated by their immediate needs, that a deceitful man will always find plenty who are ready to be deceived. Men are driven by two principal impulses, either by love or by fear. It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Since love and fear can hardly exist together, if we must choose between them, it is far safer to be feared than loved. Appear as you may wish to be. Whosoever desires constant success must change his conduct with the times. There is nothing more important than appearing to be religious. The vulgar crowd always is taken by appearances, and the world consists chiefly of the vulgar. The promise given was a necessity of the past. The word broken is a necessity of the present. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command. Of mankind we may say in general they are fickle, hypocritical, and greedy of gain. There is no avoiding war, it can only be postponed to the advantage of your enemy. Men in general judge more from appearances than from reality. All men have eyes, but few have the gift of penetration. It must be considered that there is nothing more difficult to carry out, nor more doubtful of success, nor more dangerous to handle, than to initiate a new order of things. Wisdom consists of knowing how to distinguish the nature of trouble, and in choosing the lesser evil. He who becomes a prince through the favor of the people should always keep on good terms with them, which it is easy for him to do, since all they ask is not to be oppressed. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. One should never fall in the belief that you can find someone to pick you up. The new ruler must determine all the injuries that he will need to inflict. He must inflict them once and for all. Nature creates few men brave, industry and training makes many. Fortune is a woman, and if she is to be submissive, so it is necessary to beat and coerce her. The best fortress which a prince can possess is the affection of his people. The fact is that a man who wants to act virtuous in every way necessarily comes to grief among so many who are not virtuous. Men should be either treated generously or destroyed, because they take revenge for slight injuries, for heavy ones they cannot. For whoever believes that great advancement and new benefits make men forget old injuries is mistaken. Men intrinsically do not trust new things that they have not experienced themselves. Hence it comes that all armed prophets have been victorious, and all unarmed prophets have been destroyed. And yet we cannot define as skillful killing one's fellow citizens, betraying one's friends, and showing no loyalty, mercy, or moral obligation. These means can lead to power, but not glory. Occasionally words must serve to veil the facts. But let this happen in such a way that no one become aware of it, or, if it should be noticed, excuses must be at hand to be produced immediately. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. Therefore the best fortress is to be found in the love of the people, for although you may have fortresses they will not save you if you are hated by the people. I hold strongly to this, that it is better to be impetuous than circumspect. Everyone who wants to know what will happen ought to examine what has happened. Everything in this world in any epoch has their replicas in antiquity. Men never do good unless necessity drives them to it. But when they are free to choose and can do just as they please, confusion and disorder become rampant.